All you foodies out there, listen up. We've got a segment for you here. You hear that, Miller? I'm Mark Strauss. I'm the TV guy on the radio, and this is the WJBC Midday Show. Here till 2 o'clock today while we pick up Lachlan's slack. We'll do this again tomorrow. I'll be in from 10 to 2, and then on Wednesday, back to the usual 12 to 3 time slot when Scott returns in the morning. Right now, Scott Miller's holding down the fort early in the day with Catherine Murphy. Scott Miller made a giant bread pudding over the weekend. He'd never made it before. And he can't eat it because he can't eat gluten, but he made it for everybody else. It's got chocolate chips in it. It's really good. I've already had more than my share. It's sitting in the newsroom. So if anybody else in the building would like some bread pudding, it's there, it's fresh, it's delicious, and I really don't want to have to walk out of here and go through the conflict of should I have a third helping of that. I really don't. And I'm not eating. He cut it into these giant bricks, and that's how big they are. So it's here. Andrew, Katie, Emily, Sue, come on up and get some. Get it out of here. It's sitting in the newsroom. All right. Hey, every month I said, foodies, listen up. Besides the bread pudding, there's a great big food hall that's going to be going in. I originally said incorrectly the first floor of the College Avenue parking deck. Apparently that's not where it's going to go. It was an original plan to go there. It's going to go in across from the Children's Discovery Museum in Uptown Normal. And this is our Small Business Development Center segment. We have it each month, Small Business Development Center from Illinois Wesleyan University. We welcome to the studio right now Vivian Doctora. She's the owner of our marketplace, right?
Correct. Mm-hmm.
And it's a huge upscale food hall. It's not there yet, but it's going to be there somewhere between 10 and 15 stores. They've already got 7 of them locked in, promising to bring their product to you. They're all local vendors, by the way. So, Vivian, welcome to WJBC.
Thank you.
You've never owned a business before, no. And this is a pretty big project. So what made you and your husband decide that you wanted to take this on?
Well, they all came about when we visited our friend in California in 2014. They took us to a place called the Packing District. It's another version of the food hall in California. They're very popular in the West Coast and the East Coast and kind of across the country, as you will. We walk in and we just totally love the experience with so many different offerings within one place. The experience just kind of caught our eyes, and we said to each other, this will be a good place to bring to Bloomington Normal. Times go by, we keep looking and keep saying to each other, we have to do that. In 2017, I heard a voice, I guess, and tell me that just go for it. So I told my husband, I said, let's do this. We talked so much about it. Let's just put a plan together to see if there's something even feasible. That's when the idea just born.
This is going to go into a new building that's going up now. It's called the Trail East Project.
Correct.
And how did you hook up with the developer of the site?
I think finding the location was probably one of the challenges, and we started our project in 2017. We look at so many different places in Bloomington, in Normal. We start connecting with the town of Normal and just presented ideas to them. They really loved the idea, and from that, they were a great partner to kind of help us to find the right location for the projects. And they're the one that connected us to the developer and say, hey, see, is it something will work for you? And we talked. We said, that's a great opportunity. We can make it work. And there you go.
Now, I mentioned you and your husband have never owned a business before, but had talked about it, wanting to do it.
Yeah.
So you reached out to the Small Business Development Center at Illinois Wesleyan University. How did you hear about them? And so far, as you've gone through this process, and you've got a long way to go because this isn't going to open until August of next year, 2020.
Correct.
What kind of assistance have they been?
Oh, they've been awesome. Like I said, we started in 2017. We have done a ton of research. A friend of mine referred me to Karen, say that she's having a class about how to open a business or how to be a small business owner in Bloomington Normal. I attended the class and then start working with Kaylin from that point on. Kaylin has been a tremendous value to us, kind of helping us every single step of the way. She even connected us to an operator in the Indianapolis city market. We drove down there and visit with her. She kind of walked us through what she have set up in the Indianapolis city market and learn a lot, connect us to any local bankers that we have, help us with the business plan, any research that we need. They have been the greatest cheerleaders and supporter for every single step of the way.
We're talking with Vivian Doctora. She's the owner of Our Marketplace. It's a giant food hall that's going to be going in across from the Children's Discovery Museum in the Trail East project. All right, so what do we have to look forward to? I'm talking about I walk into that building and I'm hungry. What are the choices? Do we know who's going to be in there yet?
I can give you a tease. I can give you maybe some of the option potentially because we haven't really formally signed anything with any of them. So I'll give you a little sneak peek as far as the genre of food options. There will be Chinese, Filipino, Japanese, Vietnamese. There's also a juice place that potentially you walk in, you will be able to experience. The food hall also offer local products. So if people are making their homemade candle or handmade soap or products that they make locally, they also have an opportunity to open their shop. So right now we have two that kind of expressed their interest as well. We also have a local farmers. We're also going to have a farm stand there. They're owned and operated also by us. The idea behind it is we want to offer basic grocery item for students who live on campus or around the uptown area that give them walking distance opportunity to purchase a basic grocery item that they don't have today.
Yeah, and you've got about half of your goal reached so far with tentative agreement with vendors. You're trying to double that. I think you want to get up to about 15, and you're almost halfway there.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, we're almost halfway there, but there's still probably a lot of active recruiting that we needed to do. We continue to look for variety, diversity offering. It's the key to the success of the project. So
if somebody's listening right now and they hear about this and maybe they want to contact you and get some information, maybe they're a potential vendor, how would they do that?
There's two ways you can do that. If you're intrigued about the project or the concept, we have a website. It's www.rmktplace.com. There will be information about how to become a merchant. Another way is to email us at info@rmktplace.com.
All right. Very nice to meet you. Good luck with this. It sounds exciting. And we're going to take a break here. That's Vivian Doctora, owner of Our Marketplace. We'll talk with the developer, the director of the Small Business Development Center at Illinois Wesleyan University, Karen Bissoni, and Assistant Director Caitlin Hill, who are also here. There's some of the people that are helping Vivian in this endeavor. We'll do that when we come back. It's 1:19 at WJBC. 1:23 at WJBC. Mark Strauss with you on this Monday afternoon. We've got sunshine. We'll have it the rest of the afternoon. 48 degrees. Doesn't get dark early anymore. That's good. I can get some things done outside. We're getting some things done here inside in our Small Business Development Center at Illinois Wesleyan University segment. And joined now by the director of the SBDC, Karen Bissoni, and Assistant Director Caitlin Hill. Well, you always bring a business tip of the month. Go ahead, Karen, get up by the microphone so we can hear you good. What's your small business tip of the month, Karen?
Well, I'm going to actually share the tip of the month, if that's okay, Mark.
This
is
sure.
Caitlin.
You can do whatever you want.
We're going to split it up a little differently this time, but we always share a tip of the month. This one, especially over the last couple months, have been focused on marketing. And one of the things we've seen in Vivian, the client here with us that shared a little bit earlier, and lots of other individuals, is the passion that they have for their project. Not only is passion express very easily through conversations and everything that you might have with individuals about your business. But it's important to let that shine through when you are communicating the information about your business. Not only is it contagious and is energetic for other people you might be speaking with, but it also can get you through some of those challenging times in a business, the long process that it might take to open up. So we always encourage our clients to really identify what the passion is that they have for their business, and then really make sure that they focus on that and be confident to let that come through in their marketing efforts with the communities. So unfortunately, that's something we can't necessarily give to someone, but we really highly encourage our clients to make sure that they consider that when they're marketing their business.
All right, good. Karen, how are you?
I'm great. How are you, Mark?
I'm good.
Thanks for having us again.
Sounds like you were busy watching basketball all weekend based on our conversation before our segment.
Actually, I watched football half of the weekend.
Football?
I went up to ISU spring practice.
Oh, all right.
Absolutely.
Well, you were asking me about the Duke game.
I did. Well, I listen and observe through my phone and, use of technology.
All right. Well, good. I'm glad you can keep track of all of it. I have a hard time. Small Business Development Center has a number of events coming up for people not only that are already familiar with you, but maybe those that want to get familiar, learn more about what you do.
We do, Mark, and I'd like to share some of that information of upcoming events. We have 5 coming up next week on April 2nd. On Tuesday, we're going to host a marketing tools crash course from 8:30 a.m. to noon. This is going to be a hands-on seminar given by our one and only Caitlin Hill, who is our marketing guru of social media, website mastery type of work. It will be held at the Heartland Community Bank Center in Uptown Normal. Caitlin's going to be talking about marketing tools, including Wix for website design, Facebook advertising, and Canva for graphic design. So if you're wanting to learn more about updating your marketing strategy, this session's limited to 15 people, so please go to our website and register. It's limited to 15. Our second opportunity is on Tuesday, April 9th. It's How to Start a Business in Illinois seminar. It will be from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. in the Leroy City Hall, and it's sponsored by Flanagan State Bank. We also are hosting the SBA Lenders Forum at Illinois Wesleyan University, and that's on Thursday, April 18th at 8:30 a.m., and we welcome all local bankers and lenders who are interested in hearing about recent updates from the SBA. We also have from May 6th through the 10th is Small Business Week, and we will have 5 different events going on that week, so please see our website for details. And any of these that you may be interested in, please register on our website at www.mcleancosbdc.org.
All right, good. Good to see both of you.
Great to see you too, Mark.
And thanks for coming in and introducing us to another local entrepreneur. And we'll see you again next month.
All right, great.